everyone. Happy Wednesday. How are you guys doing? Come on in. Let me invite and share as we get a couple of people in here, then I will get started. Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. How are you guys? Okay, cool. All right. Hey guys, my name is Melissa Jakes, CEO and founder of Rescue Event Planning, also known as Olivia Pope Live Events, and we are here live on Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It is the first Wednesday of the month. Can you believe it? It's June. It's here. So we're usually here on Wednesdays where we ask Melissa a question, and the topic for today is, should you hire an event planner for your birthday party? Right? I'm right? Yes, I am. I remember. I memorized it. Hey, thanks for joining. So that's what we're going to talk about today, but usually we talk about all types of different events that are happening, and whether it is a wedding, to a conference, to a baby shower, to a birthday party, to a book launch, whatever it is, we discuss it here on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. So thank you so much for joining, and if you're watching the replay, #replay. So we're going to get started. Should you hire an event planner for a birthday party? So some people feel like, is a birthday party, is that big of a deal? I shouldn't be putting out too much money anyways because it's my birthday party. But here's some things that you should know. Special birthday parties, and we call them special, that's like those big milestones, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 65 is another big one. Sweet 16, when you're double digits, 10th birthday, 18th, 21, right? Those milestone birthdays, those come around, and usually it's a big celebration or a different type of celebration. So here's where an event planner can help you. When you want to think outside the box, you don't want to do the regular party that you do all the time, right? So here's a couple of things. Some people plan, not only do they just plan a birthday party, they plan a getaway with it. And so I was recently talking to someone. I'm not going to put too much of her idea out there because it's her idea. And if she does hire me, then we're going to make this thing come to fruition, and it's going to be awesome. So she is having a local party, and then she wants to have a party abroad with a certain amount of ladies. And so it's for her 40th. She doesn't have any kids. She's not married, and she's okay with that. Life is fine for that. And if that's you, then hey, no worries. If you got kids and you're married and you're like me, and it's like, I'm not 40 yet though, but hey, whatever. Like that's their life, right? And celebrate your life. So she wants to have it a little bit more elaborate than your norm. That's cool. Hey, thanks for joining. So that's totally cool, right? So, hey, Sakina. So for her 40th, she wants to have a butler come to the young lady's residence with a box or a bottle of wine or some type of presentation where they will do a scroll reading of where they are going to go and join her for her party. And so, that's specialized, that's different. Should you, when you're starting thinking of ideas like that, and you're like, just not sure how do people even do that? Like, I don't know where to begin, Melissa. Like, where do I even start if that is starting the vision of some type of specialty item? Yes, that's when, you start saying, I need to reach out for help for this because this is not your regular party that I'm doing, right? And not only does it have to be for specialty, some people celebrate halves, some people do like 35. Every 5 years they do something special. That's totally fine. The idea is to think of, if it's something that you know you can do yourself and you don't have to worry about a setup and you have somebody to help you for a setup, then fine. You may not need an event planner. But if you're thinking of something that you want different, unique, outside the box, things that you haven't seen or heard of, then yeah, start thinking and at least brainstorming with an event planner. And there's different levels to that. You can have an event planner where you just need a vision. You need, like, I call it like a lookbook for my clients, where we go on Pinterest or Google and, oh, I like this, but I like that part of it. I like this, like that part of it. And we pull the vision together and give an estimate of how much it would cost, so that reality hits in, we're going to spend this type of money on it, right? And so that is something to keep in mind when you're thinking of a party. It's almost like a vision board, but it's just virtual. Put things out there. See it next to each other. Do I like this color next to that color? How do I like it? And the other thing an event planner can help you is when you're walking the space of the venue, if you're having it at a hall or on a cruise ship or wherever you're having it, you want to think of things that vendors may need. If you're having it catered, is there enough space for the caterer to be involved? Is there a kitchen for them to cook on site? Do they need to be licensed? Or can it be a drop-off situation? If they're dropping off, who's putting it into the sternos? Or who's putting it into the chafing dishes? Because just me, I like a little bit more class. I want chafing dishes. And so who's doing that? The caterer wouldn't do it because they're dropping it off. So you need somebody to do that. If you don't have somebody to do that, then you need staff. An event planner would know event staff. Somebody who would just be picking up, dropping plates, maybe serving you as a guest, the honoree, whatnot. Those are things to think of. Hey, Dee, hey. So those are things to think of when you are planning an event for your birthday, or for maybe you're doing it for somebody else. I do get a lot of clients who are saying, I want to celebrate my mom's 75th birthday or 80th birthday or 65 and retirement party. Cool. So, those are things we're trying to blend retirement and a birthday together. And so somebody reached out to me recently about a retirement/birthday, retired from the Smithsonian, and really wanted to kind of incorporate things. So my first mind was Smithsonian. Why not having a centerpiece of Smithsonian mock-ups of the different ones in the DC and have flowers come out of it? She's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think of that. I said, yeah, they have replicas. Now the cost of it, I got to check into it, but wouldn't that be cool? He's retired from the Smithsonian. Even though he was the engineer, he's not like the architect of the Smithsonian, but it still represent his work, history, maybe history books. What type of Smithsonian was he in? It was in the air and space. Then I would do more of an air and space thing, right? So some of those things you guys won't think on your own, and that's totally fine, because that's not your craft, that's mine. And so hiring an event planner can make you think outside the box and think differently, because I know for me, I don't like the same old, same old. I want to bring something different, and I want that for my clients as well, where you would not see that at your normal space. Now, if you're like, I want it simple, classy, I don't want to change anything, Melissa, I want the extra, I can do that too. But I like to push the envelope just a little and give a little pizzazz, my personality into it, just to make sure that it's still a wow factor, because though it is your party, yes, it's still a party that you want people to talk about forever, in a sense, as much as possible. So making sure you have that extra touch is a great thing to do. So that's definitely one thing. It's about the creativity with the event planner. They can help you bring that creativity in your vision to life. The second thing is they know resources. They know an event staff. If you're like, Melissa, I just want to plan with you virtually, fine. But the day of, I may not be able to afford it, or I don't really need you the day of, but I need event staff, fine. There's an event staffing company, or the team can do that. I have both setup crew, breakdown, food handlers, folks who are certified, a part of my staff, in case we do get asked for those type of things, which we've had. So event staff, setup and breakdown, and most halls do not include that in your fee. That's another thing where an event planner will break down and ask those questions as you're doing a walkthrough. Who has to take the trash out at the end of the night? Is it me as the client who's reserving it, or is it the venue? And most venues would say, no, it's you. You guys have to sweep, mop, and dump the trash. Now you're like, I don't want to do that after my party. That's where an event staff will help with that. An event planner would know that, because you're not going to ask Aunt Sally, you're not going to ask your best friends, as much as they want to say, we're here, we're going to make sure it goes smoothly. The reality is you don't want to be setting up and breaking down and trying to look cute and then trying to make an appearance at your party and then go away, put the sweats on, and start mopping. No. Make that effort and make that investment into it. An event planner, I know most people think like, oh, that's just elaborate, you're doing too much. It really is thinking of an investment of your time, an investment in energy, an investment in bringing something to life. And so it's not about somebody who's trying to take your money. It's somebody to make your life easier in your event. That is the bottom line, right? Because a person's supposed to come in, be knowledgeable, know what they're talking about, help you bring your vision to life, and then take the stress away from that setup and breakdown. Only about an hour and a half. Oh, only got an hour, and we got to sweep and clean and break down and put the chairs back up and the tables. You don't have time for that, right? So that's where an event planning company comes into play, and that's exactly what Rescue Event Planning does. We do that all the time for our clients. I try to go up and beyond. I'm the last person to leave the venue when the venue is trying to close down, because I want to make sure, one, you get your deposit back. Most people don't know this either. Deposits, getting your deposits back. If you don't do the certain things on your list, you can't get your deposit back. So you need to make sure somebody can do it, so make sure you get your deposit back. Some people are putting down $5,000, $500, $1,000 for deposits. You want that money back. They'll start deducting if they had to pay for a cleaning crew. So those are questions to ask when you're booking a venue. Are cleaning fees in this price, or am I responsible for the cleaning fee? Right? Another thing that you could do that's kind of outside the box is, well, Melissa, I have somebody to set up, I have somebody to break down, but we just need somebody to clean. You can contact a cleaning company, and I know one too as well. Shout out to Clean World with a K. They can come in and do that. So the same type of cleaning company that you think would come in to like cleaning services for your house, they will also do commercial if they're specialized in that. Again, pick somebody who's specialized in commercial, because that's a different type of cleaning and type of cleaning products. But yeah, like usually they only cost you about $130, $150-ish. It depends on the amount of space you have. And so why not pay that versus paying the cleaning fee, which they might have tried to charge you $300, $400 for cleaning fee. I don't know. Sometimes you can bargain with venues to see if you're able to do that, right? So those are a couple of things about why you should hire an event planner for your birthday. Because if you're planning something special, all birthdays are special, but if it's like those milestone birthdays that you're really trying to do, or like my last client in May, she had her book launch with her birthday, then you're putting something to two. You needed to pop, right? And you can't do that by yourself. It's just no way. Even your friends want to still have fun. I try to really, 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 really try to get clients away from that. When I hear, oh, well, my aunt can do this, and she said she'll help me out. And there's nothing wrong with auntie, and her word is probably her bond. However, it is a different play when it comes to an event. I have probably, I've done multiple events now. And out of all my events, I maybe had one family member that I can remember that really was like almost a part of my staff. Like she really was in it. What do you need? Okay, what's next? What's next on the agenda? What's next on the timeline? Okay. Everybody else's family member. And I'm not even doubting them or being upset, because they want to have fun too. Like, this is not a time for your family to slave at your event and at your party. You want them to have fun. They want to celebrate your birthday too. So those are things to keep in mind as you're planning your next big celebratory birthday bash or whatever you're doing. Think outside the box. Think of something different. Think of something new. You can still save some coins. And again, there are ways to do it. If you like, I want to celebrate while traveling, there's ways to celebrate those who can't travel with you here, and then a send-off in a sense like that, right? So those are a couple of things, you guys, that I wanted to give to you for this evening for Ask Melissa Wednesday. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining. Hope you guys are watching the replay. So let me know if you guys have any questions, anything about birthdays that you're wondering about, venue spaces, all of that stuff. We help you guys figure it out. And that's another thing. Some people like, I want to have a party for 75 people. And you look at the venue and you're like, this can't fit 75 people. Oh, but the max capacity is 75. Yeah, was that theater style, banquet style, or classroom style? Let the event planner do it, because you guys might not even know that. I know I caught somebody off guard with that. What style, Melissa? No worries. Just call us up. So again, my name is Melissa Jakes. I'm CEO and founder of Rescue Event Planning, also known as Olivia Pope of Live Events. And we are here live Wednesdays here on Rescue Event Planning's Facebook page, hashtag Ask Melissa Wednesday. And I'm so glad you guys are able to join me tonight and be staying tuned, or stay tuned, being tuned. I'm going to say tuned one more time to Rescue Events Planning page, as we have big announcements coming up. When I start getting quiet, that means I'm working on something big and massive and great. And so I want you guys to be the first to know. And how you could be first is go to rescueeventplanning.com, sign up to subscribe to our newsletter list, because I drop information and nuggets there first before I put it on Facebook and social media, because those who really, really follow me and really are involved in me, I want to make sure you guys get treated first. So if you want to be part of my first list, go over to rescueeventplanning.com, join the subscribe list, and check out my new website. We just updated it last month. Cool, right? So thank you guys so much for listening. Again, my name is Melissa Jakes, CEO and founder of Rescue Event Planning, also known as Olivia Pope of Live Events. And thank you for watching. Bye.